Alright, and welcome back everyone to more Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. I went ahead off camera and ran back to the good Chancellor's house, and I did actually defeat a world boss off camera. It was kind of on the way back because we were way over in the swamps. I wanted just to see if there was anyone actually there doing it. Sorry about not quickly trying to hit record, but they were already fighting it when I showed up, so I just wanted to get jumped in there because that is a difficult world boss, and you know, there's not always people around doing it. We might get the opportunity later to get that recorded so you guys can see it.
May I be of service?
There is a quest that actually has you defeated, so I don't know if it's going to already count that since I defeated it or not.
And so the Outlander returns, as we discussed in the swamp. I expected you to return with Vaya, or present me with a time and place for us to meet. Tell me, Outlander, which is it to be?
I'm not a him, so, yeah. There was a complication.
Complication? What kind of complication? I ordered my soldiers to stand down and let you do things your way. But instead of results, you bring me excuses.
Your son is dead. He was killed during the House Veteran raid on the Ashlander camp.
No, that's not possible. My son was banished, ordered to leave Vvardenfell and never return. Why would he disobey me and go to those savages?
Vaya was with me. She confirmed it was her brother Ulan.
Vaya was with you? And you left her out there? By the three, everything is unraveling no matter how hard I try to maintain control. I need you to do something else for me if you would, Outlander.
Maybe if you stop calling me Outlander. What else do you need me to do, Counselor?
Tell my daughter I'm sorry. Tell her she needs to stay away until I can calm things down. I don't want to see anything happen to her. Promise me. And take this. Consider it payment for your efforts thus far.
Warclaw's battle bow, huh? Pretty nice. I was thinking that my secondary weapon for when I unlock the ability to have 2 bars would be bow. And I bet you that one's even better than that one we started with.
If you'll excuse me, I need some time to consider everything you've told me. Once I determine the best way to proceed, I'll contact you. In the meantime, make sure Vaya stays away from Balmora and House Veteran.
Animal Companion's at 11. One more level and I'll get my bear ultimate. I'm looking forward to that. That bear is pretty sweet. I did get that on the PTS. Did you order the attack on the Ashlander camp?
It was never meant to be an attack. I sent Captain Briven to clear land that already belonged to House Veteran. The Ashlanders were given an opportunity to depart. The situation didn't have to turn violent. Those damn savages should have just left.
Wait, it was their land, you buttholes. Quit calling them savages, they're just like you. It was an Ashlander camp. How is that Veteran land?
House Veteran has been slowly expanding in that direction for years. We claimed that area almost a year ago, but we were forced to temporarily abandon it when a massive ash storm hit. Before we could return, the Ashlanders moved in.
Why not just let them use the land? They're nomads. They would have left eventually.
Veteran depends on that land for hunting and resources. The Ashlanders are like a plague of insects. They sweep into an area, take everything, and move on. We couldn't allow them to do that here. So, I sent Captain Briven to convince them otherwise.
Sounds like you don't actually know much about them. Sounds like I need to talk to Captain Briven. Where can I find him?
The captain serves House Redorin with honor and dedication. He's out doing his job. If Briven had anything to do with my son's death, he would have reported it to me. He'd have no reason to keep such news from me and the other counselors.
I think he would. He killed your son after all. Ulrun left behind a speaking stone. His last message indicated that he planned to talk to Briven.
I'll speak to Briven when he returns. But understand, the captain operated under my orders. He's an exemplary soldier and an upstanding member of the house. Like me, everything he does is for the betterment of House Redorin.
I'm not so sure I like House Redorin, then. You guys seem to be buttholes.
Outlander, over here!
Sup, dude?
Now you told me what you found in the Ashlander mine. I can't imagine what Vaya must be going through right now, but she shouldn't be alone. That's why I came looking for you.
Why me? Isn't Naryu with her?
Naryu has responsibilities to tend to. Morag Tong responsibilities. Understand?
She got a contract.
She left me to keep Vaya company, but I'm not very good at spouting words of comfort and solace. Unless I can kill something, I'm very good at that.
I'm sure you are. So you want me to talk to Vayu?
You do understand.
Yes,
And now you
smart as a
replied
whip.
you're as dense as the ash storms coming off Red Mountain. Good to
Rude.
know even the Mother of Blades can be wrong. Vaya's upset, and not just about her brother. She wanted to go with Naryu.
Alright, I'll go talk to Vaya.
Another thing, Naryu's job concerns House Redorin. That's why she didn't want Vaya to accompany her on this one. Vaya's grief-stricken, angry, and ready to lash out at anyone and anything, so keep your head low and try not to upset her.
Uh-huh. It sounds like you had some experience getting on Vaya's bad side.
I have experience getting on a lot of people's bad sides. Women, especially, find me exasperating. Irresistible, but exasperating. It's a gift.
I'm sure. Why does Vaya want to go with Naryu?
Something about who Naryu's target is. Thinks the target may know something about what happened to her brother. Look, I'm not even sure how Vaya found out who Naryu's target is, and I don't want to know. Just go and talk to her, please.
Any advice on how I should approach Vaya?
Carefully, and with your hands empty and clearly visible. She's in the safe house beneath Balmora, or at least that's where I left her. But I didn't lock the door, so I suppose she could be anywhere by now. I suggest you hurry and get down there.
Right. So she could have gone anywhere. Alright, let's go see her. Oh, come on. Come on. Save us a little bit of walking. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's you. Sorry about that.
Well, I couldn't even hear it. I think you guys need to work on that a little.
Did Arshor send you to check up on me? I swear, the next person that treats me like a child is going to find my dagger in their stomach. Gods, I'm not mad at you. I'm just annoyed at everybody right now.
Do you want me to leave?
No, I don't think so. It's just been difficult. Finding poor Ulrun in the Ashlander camp. I need to be doing something. Sitting down here in the dark, hiding, that's not going to solve anything.
But Naryu told you to stay here.
I know, but Naryu's writ. It involves a Redoran counselor. Exactly the opportunity I've been waiting for. The counselor knows who set up my brother. We need to talk to her before Naryu executes the writ. Do this for me, and I promise to stay here.
Alright, where can I find Naryu?
Well, Naryu wouldn't tell me any specifics, but she trained me well. It wasn't hard to sneak a glance at the writ before she took off. Her target's at Ebonheart Manor, out in the swamp. Not far from that smelly cave, actually.
I'll go to Ebonheart Manor and see if we can delay Naryu's kill long enough to learn anything.
I appreciate you agreeing to see what you can learn at Ebonheart Manor. My father used to say it was used by counselors as a retreat, but Mother always told me it was where they conducted business that required a certain degree of privacy.
Have you given any thought to your brother's message?
That's all I've been doing. Thinking. And I think Ulran was right. I think someone wanted him out of the way, and they orchestrated the event with the Ashlanders to do it. Someone played my brother for a fool, and it cost him his life.
What can you tell me about Captain Briven?
Briven's as stubborn as my father when it comes to following the rules and regulations of House Redoran. Ulran and Briven were best friends, even if they argued from time to time.
What did Briven and Ulran argue about?
Politics, foreign relations, the Ashlanders. You name an issue, and Ulran and Briven were probably on opposite sides of the argument. It got to the point where I had to ignore both of them or they'd drive me insane.
I told your father what happened to Ulran.
You did? How did he take it? I mean, he didn't know that my brother was dead.
He didn't know, and he seemed as upset as you are over the news.
Really? I suppose that makes sense. I think he loves us, in his own way. But what else did he say? Did he know that Ulran had been banished?
He told Ulran to go to the mainland. He didn't expect him to turn to the Ashlanders for shelter.
He didn't expect... My father doesn't know his children as well as he thinks. Either of them. That's why I had to get away. Join the Morag Tongue. At least Naryu understands me. Mostly.
Your father said you should avoid House Redoran until he can sort out what happened.
I can't agree to that. I need to figure out what happened to my brother, who was involved, and then I'm going to make them pay. Just you watch.
You're one determined woman, I'll give you that. So much good things. I am a little weirded out by the fact that I seem to like lag a little when I loot that stuff. Hi, we're kind of joined as one. Okay, and that's like way up there. I wonder what would, if either path would be quicker, if I go down here and like skip across the swamp and come up, or if I just follow this main road up and around. It looks like maybe this maybe would be the quicker, better choice. I didn't actually make those potions and everything I need to. Because there is not stations for that here. I have to go back.
Stop weaving.
I have to go back to Vivek City for that. Okay, let's... I'm basically right there. Right there, guys. My mouse was in a completely new location. You shouldn't just have been removing the marker. Somebody is quite obsessed with their whole type boss for an invite to a boss farm messages. That's all I've been seeing in chat for the last little bit. Of course, followed by the spam of boss for all the people who want in. Oops, wrong button. So I went past a road I should have turned at. Oh, now I can see my personal marker on my mini-map. The Ashlander camp. Hello, boys. Not too keen on taking on a whole group of guys, and I don't actually have any potions.
I expected you hours ago, hero. It's not polite to keep an assassin waiting.
Thank you.
I was wondering how long it was going to take Vare to convince you to follow me. But she thought I didn't notice when she glanced at my writ, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Where is my overly curious apprentice, by the way?
Vea stayed in Balmora. She wants me to see what your target knows about Ulron's exile and murder.
I know Vare wants answers, but this is my job. There are rules, especially where the lords of the great houses are concerned. There might be a way to deal with this, though, provided you're willing to help.
What do you need me to do?
First, don't kill any veterans. That's a violation of my writ and could have serious consequences for both of us. Second, you sneak around and search for anything that pertains to Ulron's exile while I figure out how to deal with the counselor.
Alright, I'll see what I can turn up.
We need to be invisible. These things work best when no one but the target knows we're there. If you get spotted, you're on your own. I even cough on anyone without a writ, and the Morog tongue will have my head.
Do you often receive writs that call for the death of high-ranking house officials?
It's unusual, but not unheard of. True, most writs taken out against the houses target low to mid-ranking officials. The Grand Master is cautious when it comes to accepting such a high-profile writ. Apparently, though, this target has been very bad.
What did the counselor do?
Councillor Dovera has been conspiring with House Drez to promote the slave trade and avoid scrutiny by Redrin and Pact officials. She played a dangerous but profitable game, and her coffers were overflowing. Until someone noticed.
What gave her away?
I'm not privy to the laborious investigations that took place. In cases like these, though, the target usually becomes complacent and lets her guard down. She made a mess. Now I get to clean it up, for the good of Dunmer society.
Of course. Why do you think Ulron was really exiled?
That's the question, isn't it? It nags at us the way the torchbug nags at the brave little scrib in those children's stories. Once we discover who Ulron's torchbug is, we'll have a clearer understanding of why they set him up, and why he had to die.
You think Ulron's death was all part of the plan?
I'm not saying that. Accidents happen. But they certainly made sure Ulron was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Both in Balmora and again in the Ashlander camp. In addition to whatever you can find here, I should also talk to Captain Briven.
You think Captain Briven's involved in all this?
Briven's name keeps coming up.
Indeed it does.
At the very least, he was Ulron's best friend once. He might be able to shed some light on Ulron and what happened to cause his exile. And I really want to know what took place after Ulron left us that message.
Indeed. Did you need to leave Vea behind?
Vea's my apprentice, and I'll decide when she's ready to take on a mission. She's been through a lot, and her actions reflect on me and my status in the Morag Tong. She may not appreciate it right now, but I'm trying to keep the both of us on track.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to kill anyone but your target. She probably would have killed everyone in the entire place. So you're accountable for Vea's actions.
That's how it works. Her actions are my actions. Vea goes out and executes 3 writs. I share the credit and get praised for training my apprentice. On the other hand, if she kills someone without a writ, the Morag Tong takes both our heads.
Morag Tong rules are that strict?
There have to be. My order came this close to being eliminated. It's only recently that we've started to make a comeback, and only in Dunmer territory. If we can't control the actions of our members, we'll be hunted down and destroyed for sure.
Right then. Let's go for a swim. Alright, that whole area is restricted. Looks like this guy's got the right idea. I'm over her. I'm not over her. Nobody here. Whoa, whoa, where are you going? Oops. There's a person right there. Oh, hey. Wonder if there's some secret way to get in around back
We
or
should throw
something.
dice
Maybe?
for gold. Interested?
A guard with a torch over there. Oh god. Yeah, please let this not be a complete waste of time. And I actually find a way in over here. I mean, they put guards over here and everything. Crap. Damn it. Put all this crap in my way. Go, 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 go. Hello, bug. Yes, fishing hole in a restricted area. That's great. This could possibly turn out to be a longer episode as well. Gotta be super sneaky.
What a little extortion among friends.
Yeah, I'm totally not in a restricted area anymore. We're cool. Go away. Anything happen to be up here that I can get in?
Tell that stupid switch to watch his back.
No? I'm not allowed to kill any of these guys. I can't get spotted. I get spotted, I get a big old huge bounty. Presumably a big old huge bounty. Well, clearly we need to go that way.
The front door's guarded like a bank vault. Maybe there's another way in through one of the buildings by the docks.
Buildings by the docks. Like this one. It seems to just be pointing us.
This looks
way.
promising. Might even lead to the wine cellars. I could use a good bottle of wine.
Well, thanks for confirming that I can get there from here. Where the hell did that guy go? I'm not seeing hidey holes. You're totally gonna come back this way, aren't you? Go away. Yes, you are. Ah, crap. He totally looked like he was gonna come this way. A little game of ring around the boxes. Aha, a hidey barrel. Whoop. Get in there. Get the fuck in there. I hate how that likes to be delayed. I could have totally avoided that bounty and aggroing that stupid chick. But no, it didn't get me in the barrel as soon as I pushed E on it. This damn marker off right here.
He's not the sharpest arrow in the quiver.
Nice. I just want to watch what she's doing for a little bit here. Can I really not zoom out while I'm in a barrel? Okay. where's she going? Apparently I was zooming out.
Don't worry, they're good people.
Nice. See ya, losers.
See what you can find pertaining to Ulran. I've got a dagger and a writ with Councillor Dolvara's name on them.
Did you meet the new commander?
Members of the Veteran Council, the next meeting shall take place at the Veteran Consulate just outside of Balmora. Agenda items include current events in your territory, financial updates, house relations, blah, 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 blah. Okay.
If we don't find anything, maybe we can ask for an invitation to the upcoming council meeting. I'm sure they'd be happy to answer our questions.
I'm sure.
Morality is a fool's game.
That's a lot of goddamn
So
shit.
House Redoran issued an advisory against the Morag Tong? Fat lot of good that's going to do the Councillor.
Oh god. There's no hidey barrels in here. Apparently I'm supposed to go upstairs. And that butthead is all up in the way. Yes, you run over there. Nice, there's not even anyone up here. Carrots. Who puts carrots in a cupboard?
Isn't the best defense always a good attack?
Yeah, these things are all out of reading and...
Damn the luck! I was hoping for a quick stab and go, but it seems the Councillor might actually know something about Ulran. So Councillor Dolvra does know something about Vea's brother. Damn it all! Now I suppose you want to actually talk to her before I execute the walking pile of pond scum.
Don't we need to find out what she knows about Ulran?
Of course we do. I specifically waited for you to arrive because I figured that would be the case. Still doesn't mean I'm happy about blurring the line between helping Vea and performing my duty as a Morag Tong.
Right. What do you think about the other information we found?
We discovered that the next meeting of the High Council will take place at the consulate outside Balmora. The war clause and the Ashlander abuse aren't completely sanctioned by the House, and Dolvara was present when Ulran was exiled. Not a bad haul.
I like that they have her sum that up for you, for anyone like me who didn't exactly read it all, because that was a lot to read, especially when you're trespassing and you don't know if somebody's gonna come walk around while you're sitting there reading all that. And all that means...
That means we have to get Dolvara to spill her guts before I spill her guts. Just keep your wits about you, hero. Dolvara wields her feminine charms the way I wield my daggers. Don't let her seduce you into doing something stupid before I end her.
Right.
Be quick with your questions, hero. When I slip in, so do my daggers.
Yeah, somebody already stole from that. Thank you for the conundrum.
Ah, you must be here about those pesky patrol schedules. After all that clandestine correspondence, it's a pleasure to finally meet you in person. Now, come closer so we can celebrate our partnership in a proper fashion.
Mm-hmm. You don't mind if I steal all your shit first. Hello.
Well, look at you. I'm impressed.
Crap.
The last...
Did I pick up a skill point? Yes, I did. Nice. Mage skill. Persuasive well, don't mind if do.
Well, look at you. I'm impressed. The last person House Drez sent over was so much more... scruffy. I have a meeting with House Halalu shortly, but I think I can spare a few more moments for you. To seal our partnership, you understand.
I'd love to spend some time with you. First, why don't you tell me about Ulran Rayleigh?
The noble's banished son? Why does House Drez care about that? Never mind. Anything so we can get to the good stuff. Ulron was tested and found wanting. Chose the life of a savage over his own soldier. We stripped him of his rank and exiled him.
Who tested Ulran and who killed him?
Ulron's dead. I hadn't heard. As to who was behind the test of Ulron's loyalty, what does that matter? He failed and paid the price for his poor choices. What does all this have to do with our arrangement?
Oh, nothing. I was just curious. Now, weren't we about to get to know each other a little better?
You aren't clever enough or pretty enough to avoid what's about to happen, Dolvra.
What's the meaning of this? Who are you people?
I'm a Morog Tong with a writ that says you're a criminal and a traitor. That means I get to end your miserable existence.
Nice.
Take another look around, hero, and see if you can find anything else related to Ulran.
Indeed. I know we have all the time in the world. Oh, good God. Still not gonna...
More proof that Dolvra was in bed with both House Halalu and House Drez.
Counselor Devora, thanks for your impressive recommendation. I've been given command of our forces in the Balmoral region and promoted to the rank of captain. Remind me that I owe you the next... Remind me I owe you the next time I can get away from my duties for an hour or two. I've taken the liberty of reassigning most of the soldiers previous under Ulron's command in order to provide them with a chance to start fresh under the new regimen. Only Vatlo Talman's squad remains intact. They were with Ulron on the day of the incident, and I want to personally debrief them before I make any sweeping changes. In the meantime, I've sent them to scout the old fort west of Balmora to keep them busy. Also, I wanted to thank you for reconnecting me with Ferrara and her mercenary unit. I worked with them in the past, but they've been a godsend for bolstering our presence in contested territory. Here's the rest of the unit assignments in case you're interested. The rest of the letter contains a list of various soldiers and unit assignments.
That's Captain Briven's seal. I suppose our evil counselor courted favor wherever she could find it.
Mm-hmm.
The good Captain Briven appears to be more involved in Ulron's fate than I had imagined. You never struck me as the type to use murder and deceit to get ahead, but that's the problem with greed. It causes decent people to make stupid choices.
Yeah. Sounds like the captain is spreading Olrun's soldiers to the four winds to make a fresh start.
Or he's trying to hide something. The letter mentioned an intact squad sent to scout the old fort. You need to get out there and see what those soldiers know before Briven gives them new orders and they disappear.
Should I let Vea know what we discovered first?
I suppose. She's probably pulled tight as a bowstring waiting to hear something. Go talk to Vea while I present my writ to the authorities. I can't wait to see the look on the Redoran Magister's face when I tell him what his counselor was up to.
I'll go talk to Vea. No, how's a good way to get out of here without increasing my bounty? Those guys are just gonna stand on there, aren't they? Yeah. And this was, of course, all sealed off. The quest marker totally wanted me to go this way. Like, you know what? Let's cheat a little. It's only 56 gold. Let's just port there.
I hope you know you're being watched.
Yes. I'm not sneaking for your benefit, I'm sneaking because guards are a thing. And I still have a bit of a bounty.
I can't believe Lord Vivek wouldn't see worshippers today.
Yeah, I've heard this somewhere before.
I'm sure he was just...
Okay, damn it, trees. Now
Back
you have
again?
weapons.
Took your sweet time. You didn't learn anything, did you? Not that it matters. Oran's dead and nothing can change that.
We know where to find the soldiers who were with Olran the day of the incident.
What good is that going to do? They won't speak to us. House before family and all that. Believe me, I'm more than familiar with Redoran honor. Still, I suppose I know a few ways to get people to talk.
I don't think you should leave the safe house until Naru gets back.
More rules. I thought we were beyond those kinds of limitations. Look, I need to figure out who's responsible for Oren's death. House councillors, Redoran soldiers, Ashlanders, whoever it is, they need to pay.
We also discovered that Captain Briven might have had a role in Ulran's troubles.
Riven was Oren's best friend. Would he really betray my brother? Regardless, I want you to have this. You could have handed me to my father and you didn't. Other than Naryu and Asher, you might be the only friend I have left.
Executioner's helm. Ooh, it's a Morag Tong item. Medium armor. That's a shame. I'll get rid of my increase to max magicka. But, you know, I might be able to make a glyph and replace that stamina enchant with a magicka one. And maybe if I'm lucky, make a better than 615.
So which soldiers are we talking about? I know most of the people my brother used to work with. Eyewitnesses are better than notes in the house registry, provided I can actually get them to talk to me.
Vatila Telem's squad. They're scouting the old fort, but I really think we should wait for Naryu.
There's no time to waste. That fort's near the cave where I was hiding. Last time I was there, the fort was crawling with cultists. We need to find them before Vatila and his soldiers wind up sacrificed to some Daedric prince.
A few more moments.
We'll get Vatila and his soldiers killed. I know the process. Turning in a writ can take hours, maybe even an entire day. I'll leave Naryu a note. She can meet us at the fort. I'm going. Either come with me or get out of my way.
Alright, I'll find you a help. Bleh, I'll help you find the veteran soldiers.
Let me gather my gear and write a note for Naryu. I'll meet you near the Hlormaran stronghold. The more I think about it, the more convinced I am that we'll learn who's responsible for Oran's death soon. Then blood will flow.
Blood will flow? Don't you need a writ to kill someone?
As far as I'm concerned, rules got my brother killed. They don't apply to me anymore. Besides, to find the soldiers, we're probably going to have to carve a path through those cultists. The Morag tongue won't care about that.
I thought Naryu was responsible for your actions.
That's what the handbook says. Look, I know what Naryu's done for me. To keep me safe, I appreciate that. But this is about what they did to my brother. Nothing else matters. Not Naryu, not you, and certainly not me.
Don't force me to choose between you and Naryu.
No, never. You and Naryu aren't my enemies. I just need to get justice for Ulran. Otherwise his death will be the first of many. We have to be able to resist laws that make no sense or get people hurt, without being afraid of getting exiled.
Do you know Vatila? Tell him.
I know Vatila. He's a typical Redoran soldier, loyal to a fault, always spouting nonsense about house and honor above all. He was devoted to my brother, though. Ulran considered him to be one of his best.
Why didn't Vatila stand up for Ulran at his trial?
Ulran had a habit of putting the needs of others ahead of his own. He probably told Vatila and his soldiers to remain quiet. Decided to take responsibility and save them any heartache. I hope these soldiers remember that when we find them.
Looks like we got enough of that ultimate today. Should I level something up? Apparently leveled me up. No. Ah, we got Winter's Embraced as well. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Off camera, I'm gonna have to go make me some potions and whatnot, so... next time we have some Redoran soldiers to find. Possibly kill. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.